You are back again, and this time they're joining a chorus of boo-birds blaming Carrie Underwood for having sacked the spirit of America simply for singing at Donald J. Trump's second inauguration.
Right? It's country music. I think
I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't do it, even though I can't sing.
You would not sing?
No, I would not. I would not normalize him. And she says, I love our country. How do you love your country and support and normalize somebody who was a convicted felon who really wants to destroy the country, in my opinion? I don't understand how you say you love your country at the same time as you normalize this convicted felon, which I can say now every day.
Carrie Underwood's triumph over Disney wasn't just a personal win. It marked a pivotal moment for the entire entertainment industry. Her lawsuit sent ripples across the media landscape, acting as a stark reminder to reckless outlets that words have consequences. For years, The View thrived on controversy, masking unfounded claims as commentary while fueling its rise with sensationalism. But Carrie's legal action signaled the beginning of the end for that empire. Disney was buried under overwhelming legal expenses, and The View's future grew so uncertain, it felt like its downfall was already underway.
Is The View link weighing in? I know you were waiting to hear what Whoopi Goldberg had to say, and I have it for you. Take a listen.
I would not normalize him. And she says, I love our country. How do you love your country and support and normalize somebody who was a convicted felon who really wants to destroy the country, in my opinion? I don't understand how you say you love your country at the same time as you normalize this convicted felon, which I can say now every day.
I agree with you, Joy. I can't sing a lick, but I certainly, and I have not been asked, but if I were asked, it would be a hard no.
Well, people do what they do for whatever reasons. It's like Joe and Mika.
Yeah.
They did what they did. They felt that's what they needed to do, and I got to stand behind them. If I believe I have the right to make up my mind to go perform someplace, I believe they have the same right.
Of course.
And so I have to. I have to support.
Of course, she has the right to do it. What an inane point to bring them all together. Like, what? She's saying absolutely nothing.
It all started with what should have been a simple, respectful performance. Carrie Underwood, a shining star in country music and a beloved American icon, was invited to perform America the Beautiful at Donald Trump's inauguration. It was an esteemed honor, one that many artists had received before her. She accepted with grace, professionalism, and her signature talent. However, in the hyper-partisan environment of The View, even the most neutral gestures were twisted into political statements. Carrie's performance quickly became the target of a harsh on-air attack. The hosts wasted no time, accusing her of supporting extremists, claiming she had jeopardized her career, and casting her as someone on the wrong side of history. Their remarks went far beyond casual critique. They painted her as a traitor, a sellout, someone who had willingly aligned herself with hate. This wasn't a spirited debate, it was a calculated character takedown. And perhaps the most disturbing part, they seemed to relish every moment of it.
In it. Country and vote for him. I think that people make these decisions for a lot of reasons.
Okay, fine. And I would not be the person to say don't do it, because I believe in free speech and everything about it. I personally would not do it. No one's asked me, but that's another story.
I would love for you to do a roast at the Trump inauguration.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, no one else had any thoughts?
No, we've had people like Reba McEntire come on and say that, she doesn't want to talk about politics. She just wants to sing, she wants to perform, she wants to make people feel good. And I respect that. And then we've had people like Dolly Parton, and I think you asked her,
Are you a feminist?
And she said,
I don't think so.
I don't think so. But then you pushed her, and she said, yeah, I guess I am.
Well, I said to her, do you believe that women should make the same amount of money as men? Well, I guess I am a feminist.
Yeah, and she said, I guess I am a feminist. So
Carrie, whose career was built on raw talent and unwavering dedication, was blindsided. She had never been part of any political controversy. She was simply an artist who loved her country and accepted an invitation to perform at a national event, just as countless others had before her. Yet almost overnight, she found herself at the heart of a brutal media firestorm. Her name was dragged through the mud, her reputation publicly dismantled in front of millions. At first, Carrie tried to rise above the chaos. She focused on her music, her fans, and her career. The damage had already set in. Concert venues grew hesitant to book her, lucrative brand deals suddenly vanished, and social media was flooded with demands to cancel her. The smear campaign had gained momentum, with the false narrative crafted by The View spreading like wildfire. That's when Carrie decided she'd had enough. She refused to let baseless accusations destroy the legacy she had worked so hard to build. Determined to reclaim her name, she assembled a powerhouse legal team and filed a lawsuit, not just against The View, but also against its parent company, Disney. This wasn't a symbolic gesture. It was a billion-dollar defamation and slander lawsuit, a bold stand against those who believed they could ruin lives without facing the consequences.
I think people feel pretty strongly about it. I think art is art, and you have a right to perform where you want to perform. I agree with you, Joy. I can't sing a lick, but I certainly, and I have not been asked, but if I were asked, it would be a hard no.
Well, they wouldn't ask me, so I have nothing to say.
Yeah. They're not asking any of us.
No, you do what you do. Listen, it's like, people do what they do for whatever reasons. It's like Joe and Mika.
Yeah.
They did what they did. They felt that's what they needed to do, and I got to stand behind them.
Yeah.
And I stand behind her no, not or not, because if I believe I have the right to make up my mind to go perform someplace, I believe they have the same right.
Of course.
And so I have to, I have to support. Doesn't mean I'm particularly interested in what I won't be watching, but that's me.
Yeah, I've scheduled a spa day.
Carrie Underwood's lawsuit accused The View of intentionally and maliciously spreading false, damaging claims that deeply affected both her career and livelihood. The moment the lawsuit hit the courts, it sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. For the first time, someone wasn't just speaking out against the media machine, they were holding it legally accountable. Disney, as expected, came out swinging with its top-tier legal team, arguing that the host's comments were protected opinions under free speech. But Carrie's legal team was ready. They presented undeniable evidence, footage proving the hosts had crossed the line from opinion into blatant falsehoods. Financial records highlighted the tangible losses she suffered as a direct result of the defamatory remarks. Most damning of all, they exposed The View's long-standing pattern of reckless, unverified attacks on public figures, tactics that had gone unchecked for far too long. As the trial unfolded, it became evident that Disney had severely underestimated Carrie's case. Witness after witness testified, pulling back the curtain on the toxic environment behind The View, where hosts were encouraged to stir controversy to boost ratings. Leaked emails revealed executives joking about smearing celebrities without fear of legal consequences. Deeper the court probed, the more disturbing the picture of The View and Disney's practices became. Then came the verdict, a staggering $1 billion ruling in Carrie Underwood's favor. But this wasn't just about the money. It was a watershed moment. Ruling set a powerful precedent. Media outlets could no longer hide behind free speech to spread harmful falsehoods without facing real consequences. Even Disney, one of the entertainment world's biggest giants, was forced to pay the price for fostering such reckless behavior. The View, the fallout was devastating. Once a powerhouse platform known for its provocative narratives, it was now a crumbling liability. Its credibility was in ruins, its future hanging by a thread. As for Carrie Underwood, she didn't just restore her reputation, she sent a resounding message to the entire media landscape. The era of unchecked, baseless attacks on public figures was over. The entertainment industry would never be the same again.